Simon Sandoval-Moshenberg is an attorney for Abrego Garcia, and he joins me now. So, Simon, at this point, where does it stand? How likely are the chances that Abrego Garcia is sent to the country of Eswatini?
Well, so far, we don't even have any confirmation that the country of Eswatini has even been asked to receive Mr. Abrego Garcia, much less that they've agreed, right? When he was first arrested by ICE 6 weeks ago, when he was first rearrested, that is to say, they designated Uganda as the country of removal, but then it quickly became clear through media reporting that the government of Uganda had never been asked and was not very interested in that, and so that's why they pivoted now to Eswatini. 6 weeks later, what was very clear in court this morning is that absolutely nothing has been done, right? And so it becomes obvious that they're not actually trying to deport him. They're just trying to keep him locked up.
Okay, so I guess that's the real question, because he is now sitting in a prison in Pennsylvania. And as you mentioned, the government did try to send him to Uganda at one point. I mean, what is the end game here? They are spending an extraordinary amount of time and effort on him.
Yeah, this is a situation in which he's willing to be deported, but he's only willing to be deported to a country that offers assurances that it's not going to redeport him to El Salvador, where he was tortured in the CICOT prison earlier this year. So far, one country has offered those assurances, and that's Costa Rica. Mr. Abrego Garcia signed a document 6 weeks ago saying that because of Costa Rica's offer of refugee status and commitment to non-deportation, he's willing to go there. So if the government's purpose, if what the government wanted was to get this guy out of the country, they could have done that weeks ago by sending him to Costa Rica. They haven't done that. They've offered no reason whatsoever. The judge asked them, and the lawyers were unable to come up with one.
Yeah, so what do you think it is, right? If the goal was to deport him, as they originally said it was, and he has said, I'm willing to be deported, and there is a country in Central America that he's willing to be deported to, and they're not doing that, then deportation isn't the top goal. Then what is?
It's sending a message to anyone else who might have the temerity to fight back in the same manner that Kilmar Abrego Garcia did, right? They want total submission by the immigrant community, even people like Mr. Abrego Garcia who were living here legally with a work permit for half a decade. They want to be able to do whatever they want, whenever they want, to whomever they want, with no one raising their voices. And they're using his case to show what happens if you fight back.
So then there's a hearing on Friday, I know, about the Eswatini issue. What do you expect to happen at that? When you say the lawyers don't have an answer, I mean, are these lawyers up on the case? Are they up to the job?
Yeah, I mean, yet again, since we filed this case in March, the government's #1 strategy has been sending lawyers into court who have no information and don't know anything. And they pulled out the old playbook yet again this morning. But the judge was not having any of it. She was clearly fed up with it. And that's why she ordered them to bring a witness from the government to explain what's going on. And if that witness isn't able to explain what's going on, I don't think the judge is going to authorize continued detention.
Where this goes Friday. Thank you so much, Simon. I always appreciate talking to you. And thanks to all of you for being with us.